Now it's time to install the B1 valley diverter. From gutter topper, it's going to be installed, it's going to be recessed. The B1 gets recessed into the topper. By doing that, we have a template that you gently lay on the topper. Draw your lines. Remove. We're going to cut it out. By using this template, every one of your B1s will come out the same. This template can be purchased or gotten through the corporate office. The reason for using the template is so every diverter is going to come out the same. Simply pull your topper up, start right at your line, slowly cutting. Slowly cutting around your line. Smooth cuts. Try to keep from any jagged edges. Lift up your topper again. Start back here, get on your line. Turn your cutters. Stay on the line. Sometimes you'll need to come back up front, trim a little more off. And a nice smooth surface. Back here in the back, this piece of your B1 is going to actually slide under the back. It's actually going to pull these together. Now you've got a hole right here. We're going to start out right here for our B1. Start out right here. Now notice the movement in our B1 because we're not mounted back here yet. Now notice just what one zip screw does. In our seam back here, in our B1, we pull it up. Now notice the strength that the B1 by putting that screw in, the strength it made. Now we'll go up, staying out of our shingle and out of our metal. We're going to hold up on our B1, put one more screw. Now you notice how strong everything is. Also, it's higher back here than it is up here. So as the water thaws, it keeps it from helping it from ice damping. It keeps it moved down. Notice we've got a nice B1 now. By finishing up your B1 diverter, gently take the two wings. They're flexible. They just slide right in. That way you can keep them both exactly the same, looking the same on both sides. This is to help take the water in back here and the water comes down. Now, just by starting right at the end, like I said, keeping it. Gently put your screws in. B1 must be put on at all valleys. Continue around. Notice it's in probably the same spot. Now your valley and your B1 is completed. Nice and strong. Okay, we also have the B2 valley diverter. This can be used on your smaller valleys with less water flow. Properly installed, screws. We're going to position approximately an inch or two from the shingle line, depending on what product you're using and how much surface you have. Closer to the valley, about an inch or so, inch and a half, 2 inches away, gives the area more time and water flow to properly run in the topper. It's important that you have every screw in to keep the product, the B1 or the B2, from raising up and having dips. Notice it keeps it firmly down, firmly tight. So it ain't moving around with the heat and the cold, and the water flow is not pushing it or raising it. If you have a situation like this, and it happens occasionally, depending on the pitch of the roof and stuff, you can also add a screw if you would like to actually bring it down. You may have some slight hole, none back here. We're simulating a side valley. Most of the time is seen on dormers. We don't have a dormer in here today, so we're just going to simulate it. We have a lot of runoff by the water rushing down here and running off. To help control that, I have taken smaller pieces of terminator and I make me a kind of like a diverter. I take it over to the brake. Put it in upside down. Slide it in the brake. I'm going to score it. Remove that piece. Take it back out. Turn it back around. I'm going to break the front of it up. 90. Then we're going to go back to the topper. Basically what we're going to do is line the heaviest water flow up. Basically the center. I'm going to line the two ribs in the back up with the topper ribs right here. And we're going to just make a light line around the topper, around the piece of diverter. Get my knife. And approximately 3/4 of an inch inside of our line, 3/4 inch inside of the first rib, we're going to score it. And what we're going to do is take our cutters, push into the part that's scored, bring it up to the other side, grab it, being careful, sharp edges, peel it out. Bring our terminator back. Line it back up with our ribs. Both sides. Screw it down. Screws are going in the 3/4 inch overlap that are left in. The heavy flow water now gets the terminator. Diverter that we made gets to accept more water, transferring it into the topper. I snip the corners just for a nice look. This helps control your valleys, side valleys, and your dormer valleys, where there's actually no valley, no corner, no valley, no inside miter.